Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite gentleman, somewhere down there. We still doing fragrance reviews, people, and tonight's fragrance is still one of my favorite houses, Nishane, right? Now, I haven't given anybody like my top 5 houses for gentlemen, but I did give you the first two. The first two, Parfums de Marly. The second is Nishane. And tonight's fragrance, we're gonna do Fan Your Flames from Nishane. Hopefully that ring light is not blinding. I gotta mess around with that a little bit more. Yeah, that's good right there. Yo, now the notes in this one now. This is Dapper Douglas approved for the mature gentleman. You need to be cut from a special cloth. Watch the previous video. You know, now I'm messing around with all the teeth in the mouth, man. That's just being jovial. But good character, good heart. You're gonna treat women right? For me, I have a guilty conscience, man. Being a player, yeah, I can do all of that. Never been caught up, ever. I might tell a story and have some content with that. But my main point is you need to be cut from a different cloth to wear certain fragrances. This type of fragrance here with Fan Your Flames, this is for the distinct gentleman. Now the notes in here, coconut, rum, tobacco, tonka bean, oak moss, Chinese cedar wood. Now, I don't know nothing about no Chinese cedar, but I just know cedar wood, but this has to be cut from, hey, somebody did their homework at Nishane and they put that note inside of here. Now, let's give it a spray. And I said on the previous video too, when I was doing my my Parfums de Marly review, I don't know if this is play to go, but this top is pretty heavy. Hold on. So if I was Randy Johnson, that's my favorite picture of all time, man. Randy Johnson from Arizona. If you get this thrown at you and it hits you in your head, you gonna go to sleep. Let's give this a spray, shall we? Now, a couple years ago, last year we had a family reunion and I had ordered, I seen that Nishane had a sale on Joma Shop, and I'll put some links in here if you guys are interested in picking this one up. I ended up getting 2 fragrances, matter of fact, but I'll do another review on this one, this other fragrance, which is Amber Calabria, because that deserves its own review. But I ended up rocking this for a date night scent. And this is it. Again, distinct gentleman. Now, man, I'm getting some good wash from that. Now, a lot of people sometimes get intimidated when they hear, certain notes like rum and tobacco. If it has a rum note or a boozy, it's a boozy fragrance at that point. This tobacco is not ashy. This tobacco kind of reminds me of, what got me to start smoking early on in my life was the Black and Milds, right? I just remember one time a certain individual had them laying out and I picked one up because it was still like in a little plastic wrapper or whatever. And it was the vanilla Black and Milds. And I remember picking it up. I'm gonna use this pen as an example. And I just remember going like this. And I'm like, yo, that smells good. Now I'm like, now I see why he smokes these. And that's kind of like what this tobacco in here smells like. It still smells like it's rolled up in a cigar, but it's not lit. Super sweet, and the rum and the coconut at the top, it just attracts you. And I know that cedar wood is holding it down at the base. I'm gonna spray this on hand real quick. Remember, let this air out, okay? If I catch you around me doing it, I might give you a look, man, but to each his own. And shout out to my neighbor, Rocky, man. I got you when I get some decanter, my guy. I got to order some bigger decants, too, because the ones that I did order, man, you probably could get maybe 50 sprays out of them. This is not bad, y'all. I can smell the coconut, the tobacco, and the rum as well, too. That oak moss is definitely popping. This is a gentleman scent. This is date night. Roof Chris, Cheesecake Factory. Latoria down here in Greenwood, man. They got better steak than Roof Chris, man, in my opinion. Whoever the chef is in the kitchen, And whoever the chef in the kitchen for Nishane did a wonderful job blending this. This is a 9 out of 10, y'all. If you're a gentleman and it's cuffing season, y'all, don't think I forgot. From here. This is the type of bait you want to put on your fish hook to get them in the boat. At least they gonna be intrigued. Like, man, what type of individual is this, man? He's distinct, smell good. This is a serious fragrance, y'all. And like I said, I don't really recommend this to everybody unless you on the hunt for a spouse. You want to make a good first impression with a mature woman that you have sought out. This is it. I bumped into that. We ain't gonna edit that out though. Yeah, this is it, y'all. Nishane Fan Your Flames. And this right here is dedicated to the great city of New York, or New York State, I should say. This definitely will cut through the wind too. I wouldn't want to live in New York, man, to be honest with you. I want to visit here. I'm gonna visit soon. But y'all winters always look ugly from afar. And I praise God for being in Indiana, man, from a cultural standpoint too, because we're a little naive, don't really know much. But when you have good friends, man, that are very cultured, been around the world, man, that can show you how to act and what to say and what not to say, it's always a benefit. But New York City, New York State, this fragrance right here will cut through the wind in those winter and fall months. Yeah, that coconut is definitely pungent. The rum is not bad either. This is like, you want to drink this, man, but don't do it. Don't drink it. Again, let's do one more spray, shall we? Not bad. Now, rule of thumb, when you have fragrances that are very, very well blended, 2 to 3 sprays tops, y'all. Please don't overspray on the gourmands or the boozies, straight up, because you're gonna run off the date. Girl, he was nice, but he was just too strong. You know, you just spraying way too much. Remember, front and back of the neck, shoulders, spray the heart. Or I would say 4 sprays with this one. At least spray the top of the hand. And shout out to my guy Byron in Las Vegas. He told me that, you know, perfumes or parfums were really for women and men at the time, but like when women were more discreet, more classy, you know, back then, when they had on those big dresses or whatever the case was, whenever they approached a man or a man approached them, they would give them their hand to kiss. And the fragrance would be on there, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what, you know, started or whatever. And that's what we need to really get back to. So fellas, you can still spray on the hand as well too if you know, talk a lot like I do, and you use your hands when you talk, that scent's gonna travel. And then you shake hands or whoop-de-doo, and then maybe if you give like a side hug or a hug in general, that's when it really smells good too. Now, make sure you floss, peroxide, brush your teeth, get all the plaque off, get you some Listerine strips, you know what I mean, when you get real close and intimate, you know what I mean? But the breath smelling good and the fragrance, this is Gentleman 101, y'all. That'll get you through the door, you understand? So listen, man, thank y'all for checking out this video. Appreciate the likes, man. Thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't, please subscribe. I'm growing, pause. The YouTube is taking off. Now, I did a previous video yesterday where I took the alfalfa sample, man. Shout out to all my 90s kids out there. And shout out to Steve from Blues Clues, man. I gotta go on this tangent too, man. I love Steve. I ain't never met that guy, man, but Steve, I'm doing good if you see this video, man. I'm married. I got my kids, I got my wife, I got my family. We doing okay. It's a rocky year. It's been a rocky decade. Listen, I ain't gonna front. Being a kid was a little better off. I'm not gonna front. You know what I mean? 2024 sucked. The bills are higher. The food costs more. Yeah, you know, come back, Steve. You know, I became a mailman because of watching Blues Clues, to be honest with you. That had a lot of inspiration on me, man. Here's the mail that never fails. It makes me want to whack. Yeah, I remember that. Shout out to Steve. But we cool, Steve. But listen, 2024 has been really interesting, Steve. So I just had to go on that tangent. He's a gentleman, man. Mr. Rogers and Steve, man. But again, I forgot my point what I was gonna say with that, but I'm gonna bring this video to it. Yeah. But we are growing on the YouTube, and the other ones. Oh yeah, I was gonna say they're hating on my video on TikTok, man. So if y'all see this, check out the Cuffin season 1. Repost that for me, cause they trying to hate. I got a copyright strike, but my channel's not affected. It's just USA messing with Russia, so they can't see that video. But that Little Rascals is a classic. Shout out to Alfalfa, who was a gentleman as well too, right? It takes guts to sing like that. And he blew every note as best as he could, you know what I mean? I might go in there and sing that to my wife. But yeah, I'm gonna bring this video to an end, man. Please, man, y'all take care. God bless all of you. Pray for your city. Pray for those that are coming up missing as well too, man. It's dark, but we got hopeful times, right? We got hopeful times, man. The Lord is coming back. But anyway, man, I'll check y'all out on the next one. Until then, I'm your favorite gentleman. So much. Peace.